Well, the worst thing that could happen has happened.
I don't like Irma. I dislike Irma very much.
142 miles per hour.
What is the most important thing to get across to people?
The cars were flooded and
we sort of all become Ken and Maro's on your side team players.
Sorry, it's kind of painful out here. The rain is. It's coming in so hard.
We survived a storm 11 months ago, and we can survive this one again.
Stay with me, brace it, hang on.
It might be a monster of a storm, but we can handle it here.
We are going to be ready for whatever Irma has to dish out.
It's bringing out the best of this community.
We've seen so many people in our own community rally together to be there for each other.
This community will be strong. This community will get through it. This community will be okay.
And this is the last Irma's got to offer, folks.
And I knew that there was no need to panic because I knew that we were on your side.
But she's tried to beat us down. She will not do it. There we go.
Tonight, after Irma, the First Coast is resilient. Some of you fighting to get back on your feet from that monster storm. But while many of you are returning to normal, the road to recovery for some will be long and challenging. Right now, Irma causing major damage that shut down a bridge that a lot of people use to get to Amelia Island and Huguenot Park. Thank you for joining us. I'm Anthony Austin.
And I'm Heather Crawford. We're glad you're with us this evening. The Browns Creek Bridge on Heckscher Drive in Duval County is eroding. Pieces of the concrete are collapsing. First Coast News' Julia Janae shows us just how it's going to affect drivers for many days to come. She joins us now live. Julia? That's right, guys. Tonight, there's only one way onto Amelia Island, and that bridge that they have to use, if they live on this side, they will have to go 20 to 30 miles out of their way. Now, it's pretty dark tonight to be able to see that, but we've got some video from earlier that shows you exactly where the Florida Department of Transportation located this problem with the bridge. Now, you can see there's erosion there at the base where Hurricane Irma just flushed out and washed out the dirt and sand where that bridge meets the land. And the Department of Transportation, they were doing those routine checks and saw this problem, immediately stopped the public from passing here. I'm told that there's a lot of shrimpers who use this area or use this bridge to get to their destination, and even earlier there were some boaters who were helping people get across. Now, we are keeping a look at this with the Florida Department of Transportation on when they actually will open this bridge again. They say it will be about a week because they have submitted an emergency order and hope to get those repairs done as soon as possible. For now, reporting live from Nassau County and Duval County, Julia Janae, First Coast News on your side. Julia, thank you. Tonight, Black Creek is slowly receding after historic flooding. The area has not seen this much flooding since the Charleston was in style back in the 1920s. Clay County EOC says more than 200 people and close to 70 pets were saved.
First Coast News reporter Jason Rantala joins us from Black Creek with more on the conditions there tonight. Jason.
Well, Anthony and Heather, the Black Creek crested at just over 28 feet this morning. It's reduced significantly since then. Take a look at this mailbox. We were here at 6 p.m. It was up to the bottom of the mailbox. You can see how much it's lowered. The flooding meant the need for water rescues, while some people rescue themselves.
From local to federal, hundreds of authorities from Clay County to FWC to the Coast Guard spent the days after Hurricane Irma rescuing hundreds of people. More than 170 Monday, more than 70 on Tuesday. Good Samaritans helped save even more people, like 73-year-old lifetime resident Robert Hatcher.
Didn't plan on leaving. I never had to leave before. But the first time I've seen this in 50 years.
Buddy Parker saved his house by staying up for 48 hours pumping water.
And we had some pumps and a lot of hose, and we stretched it down the road and sent water down the road.
Others weren't as lucky.
The furniture from the living room is in the dining room, and we're talking heavy leather couches. Everything in the bedroom is floating.
Dave and Karen Smith say the water got to depths of 8 feet inside their home. They got out Monday morning with a kayak and were able to move out 4 cars and a motorhome. Unfortunately for Dave Smith, he says his 1966 Corvette Stingray is completely submerged.
It'll work out, and we lost possessions, and it's tough when you do, but everybody does say it's replaceable. but by gosh, some of it's hard to lose.
We're standing pretty good as long as the upper hills don't drain down on us. Y'all just keep praying for these people that are on the creek, and you know, hope this water keeps going out and Jose don't come to Florida.
Now, I spoke with Clay County Fire Rescue Chief Lauren Mock. He says that rescue crews will continue their efforts tomorrow, but says so far he's fantastically pleased with the progress. Live in Clay County, Jason Rantolo, First Coast News, on your side.
And this is one of the most jarring images of Irma's destruction. A house toppled over the dunes. Senator Marco Rubio checked out the damage today.
Just an incredible sight there in Villano Beach. That home, one of many torn apart along Villano Beach. First Coast News' Shelby Danielson has been speaking to the families who are now trying to rebuild.
Homes along A1A were not spared. They did not have the dunes to protect them from Irma's wrath. If you take a look at this home, you can see the damage. This is just one example of what the homes all along the coastal highway look like now. Homes left torn apart in Irma's wake. Do you know if the residents have been home to see this yet?
I am unaware of it. From what I have been told is the bridges just opened up at noon approximately. So I would expect residents to start coming back to the community from wherever they took shelter at.
Senator Marco Rubio made his way through St. Johns County to see the damage for himself.
This is pretty dramatic to see this.
He pulled over to look at a home that fell into the beach.
If we're going to have people living here, you're going to have to do something to mitigate against this. It's just and you certainly don't want this to be a recurring issue every year.
Rubio says he's working with local lawmakers to get homeowners in the area housing assistance quickly.
But part of what we're looking at here too is the sort of difference between the property that had a wall and the one that did not.
The walls he's referencing work to protect some homes nearby. Despite the widespread devastation, you don't have to go far to find help.
Had a natural disaster, just help each other out. It's all you can do. Everyone's in a time of need.
These brothers are working non-stop to help their entire street.
So I sandbagged all their garages and all that good stuff and cleaning up the street as much as I can before they get home.
As they worked selflessly to help out their neighbors, the fire department continued their tireless efforts to keep the community safe, blocking off areas on the beach where kids were reportedly climbing on fallen debris and making sure families steered clear of dangling 4x4s.
It's our blessing and our curse. I mean, people want to come to Florida because of this beautiful view you have of the ocean, but it's also a challenge.
Powerful waves, erosion, and strong winds you can see pushed the contents in this home through the garage. Too much for some of these homes to take, but it's so good to see so many people helping each other out. At Villano Beach, Shelby Danielson, First Coast News, on your side.
Now, the St. Johns River flowed through streets in Riverside following Hurricane Irma.
And we saw the rescue efforts from homes to the hospital. First Coast News' Dan Grossman is live tonight in Riverside with more on what may be a very long road to recovery for some residents. Dan?
Well, Anthony and Heather, it's almost remarkable that the St. Vincent Medical Center here at Riverside only got about an inch of water inside their facility, considering how much actually came up from the St. Johns River. Now about 6'2". Folks here were saying that the river came up to the 74 sticker. That's about 11 feet above the river level, considering we're on a 5-foot patio. They were able to resume business as usual, but for the condominiums next door, they faced a problem a whole lot different.
I just don't want to leave anything, but...
It was eviction day at the Riviera Parkway Apartments.
I want to salvage everything, but I know I can't.
A day where Deion Sanderson had to ask herself,
I just bought that.
can I afford to take this with me?
I'm saddened, completely saddened that I got here and now I have to leave.
For Deion, this day came only 6 months after move-in day, and it came.
The water's settled quite a bit. Yesterday it was still up to here.
Came at the hands of her neighbor.
It's beautiful to some degree because the earth just takes over, and then for a moment we as humans recognize that we are yielded to the strength and power of nature. These are my neighbors.
This was the St. Johns River on Monday when it swelled more than 6 feet. It crashed over docks and into homes, swallowing walls and floors in the process.
You see it on television, you see it in movies, but when you physically, visibly walk into a place that you reside in, that makes me feel Unsettled.
For Dion, it's worse. She has hurricane insurance, but not flood insurance. It means everything she is throwing out will not be reimbursed.
I don't have words because I get emotional. It is certainly not what people would imagine they can feel, because you know that somebody else is worse off. Somebody lost their life, but you're still affected by it.
For now, Dion may not know her next step, but she does know her final goal.
Rise up. That's all we can do.
Stay back. So what exactly does Rise Up mean? Dion says it means picking up the pieces that she has here, and it means moving back into the same place that she was before. She says she will not let Irma deter her from continuing the life that she wants to live. And you know, Anthony and Heather, we always see these stories of people trying to rebuild their lives, and it's always incredible to see the resolve and the strength they show. Right here in Jacksonville, it is no different. Reporting live in Riverside, I'm Dan Grossman. First Coast News on your side.
That's right, First Coast strong. Thank you, Dan. And here are the latest headlines following Irma. At this hour, the powerful hurricane killed at least 12 people in Florida, bringing the total death toll to 55. More than 122,000 homes are still without power in our area. JEA is working around the clock to restore power, and if you need to refuel, plenty of gas stations around town are now open. You can find a complete list on our website, firstcoastnews.com.
Some tragic news to report tonight in the midst of Irma. A teenager is dead following a shooting on Jacksonville's west side. Police say the 14-year-old boy was shot behind a closed-down daycare in the 4600 block of Ricker Road. It happened around 5:30 tonight, and we're told there were several other teenagers there at the time, according to police. They moved the victim to Melvin and Ricker Road, where they flagged down a driver for help. That driver then took them to a nearby fire station, where the boy was transported to UF Health and died.
Yeah, it kind of makes you nervous because you never know what's going to happen. Like, you can be in the house playing with your kids, and, you know, somebody can be shooting and it can come by, hit one of you or your kids, and, you know, somebody can be hurt, you know, that's not even a part of other people's drama that they have going on.
Are being questioned about this shooting. So far, though, no word on a suspect. Well, that heavy flooding in San Marco not only soaked homes, it also soaked businesses. And in just 2 minutes, you're going to hear from some business owners dealing with chest-deep water inside.
And the St. Johns has now dropped below widespread flooding levels, but still pretty critical for docks and marinas and some fish camps, a few roads as well. Here are the next high tides along different locations of the St. Johns. We'll go beyond the rest of beyond the St. Johns to the rest of Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia in just a minute.
We want to thank everyone who stopped by the San Marcos Square today. We hosted a free charging station to help all of you who may be without power. So we set up a charging station there for you to charge your cell phones, iPads, whatever you need, and also gave a few treats out. Well, Hurricane Irma caused catastrophic flooding on the First Coast, and San Marco was not the exception.
That's right. Many businesses were forced to close, and Honey Rodriguez joins us from San Marco, where more than a dozen businesses were severely flooded by the storm.
The water came up about 2 feet inside.
Zimmerman Bola says he was just 7 years old when Hurricane Dora hit the First Coast more than 50 years ago.
I was standing in this same spot as a little kid, and I remember about a foot of water in this showroom then, and this is a lot worse.
You can still see where Hurricane Irma left her mark, inside and out.
Probably, chest deep. It was, everyone was stunned.
This before and after photo shows just how different things look, not just for this business, but for so many others dealing with catastrophic damage.
You've got to get all the carpet out, you've got to get the water out, then you've got to cut the drywall so the moisture doesn't wick up into the drywall.
Luckily, Bola says his flooding insurance will take care of most of the damages. The rest is up to us.
It was great to see how everybody in this community stuck together. No violence, no looting, just people helping each other. So
You're making me tear up. And that's what's so amazing about doing these stories. It's not just showing you guys the aftermath, but it's showing you how much this community really pulls together. So I'm gonna give you a hug.
Right.
Thank you so much, and good luck. You guys are gonna be up in no time, and we'll be here to monitor everything. Back to you guys in the studio.
That's right. It really touches you when you're out on those stories, just kind of seeing what people are going through.
And see all the neighbors helping neighbors. It's pretty incredible.
Well, up and down the coast, Irma left its mark.
So First Coast News' Jessica Clark and Jeff Allen got a closer look at the damage from a wave runner.
Getting ready.
So we're using this wave runner here to get out. This is Salt Run.
That's where we're starting off, over by the lighthouse. And so we're gonna go and take a look.
From the water's perspective, because that's always a little different from what you see on land. This is the Conch House Marina, and there are parts of his dock that are just gone.
Sheared off, just sheared away.
Sheared off, yeah.
Throughout Salt Run and the Intracoastal Waterway by St. Augustine, derelict pieces of dock floating untethered.
Oh, that's a piece of dock over there. And just north of the Volano Bridge. Wow, that is a chunk of something. Be very careful. Another UFO, or an unidentified floating object.
This thing's a good,
be very careful.
150 feet to 200 feet long.
Yeah.
From one end to the other. And it's all concrete.
A short distance away in North Beach.
Okay, so this is Caps on the water right here.
Let's see if any of these gals can talk. How are you doing? Can we chat with you for a sec?
Owner Bernard Durad says water came into the restaurant.
About here.
Okay.
It's about 20 inches.
And what was it for Matthew?
Matthew was like 3 feet, like up here. To the top.
He learned from Matthew, this time moving his food up 3 feet or higher. And his kitchen appliances?
We put it in 2 trucks and trucked it to higher ground.
In his 19 years there, you'd think he'd seen everything.
How worried were you during the storm?
For the first time ever I stayed, and I live right around the corner, I was pretty scared.
Scared, but better prepared.
Thank you.
Then to the open ocean, where the waves had devoured this home in South Ponte Vedra Beach. We're trying to get as close to the shore as we can. And finally, near the Bridge of Lions, this boat, ironically named Celebration, its home port is the even harder hit Virgin Islands.
Then back to the St. Augustine Lighthouse, which has survived who knows how many storms.
And will witness who knows how many more.
A unique perspective there by Jessica Clark and Jeff Allen.
And just to see the widespread damage.
Wow,
up and down the coast.
Really interesting. A couple things. So from our fish restaurant, I've just forgotten the name of it.
Caps. On the water? Mm-hmm.
So as bad as it was, he said about 2 feet lower.
Right.
And yet it makes the point that if it's 2 feet lower, but it still gets into your place.
Yeah.
I do want to point to, now back to San Marco. The good news is because the St. John's is now only 3 feet above, it's not going to pour into San Marco or other areas like Riverside, San Jose. But because the roads, especially in northern San Marco, can only drain when the river's lower, it could be a few more high tides. So better, but going to be a while before it really clears out. Let's go. We're going to go beyond the St. John's and everybody that's connected to the St. John's, and a lot of us are for the River City by the Sea. You saw what Jason had to say. It was a record flood, but at least it is dropping. Expected to be out of homes by about Wednesday. But on we go to others. We have the St. Mary's. It has now reached its crest just about 1.5 feet below a record. Again, all of these are indications of how much incredible rain we had. Record-breaking rainfall and hit right at the time of the highest surge from the hurricane. So this is Baker, Charlton, and Nassau, specifically the rain gauge at McClenny. At least it's crested. There were some concerns it would be a record flood. It's going to slowly drop. It'll be about 20 feet on Thursday. And on we go. The Santa Fe, Columbia County, still rising. This is in southern Columbia County, going to hit a record out there as well. Remember, Columbia County on the western sides of the First Coast. So as Heather mentioned, the whole First Coast, northeast Florida, southeast Georgia, record flood. Incidentally, that gauge is at Fort White. The Swanee, a little bit of good news. There was a big rise on the Swanee, 20 feet, but minor flood. That is, it didn't get up to properties, and although it looked like it might crest at 80, it's already reached its crest. So there's a little bit of good news. Southeastern Georgia, yes, major flooding, but the rains weren't quite as heavy. So the most critical river we're following is the Satilla up there in Brantley County, going to get to 17 feet. That's high enough to flood some roads, but just below, probably causing problems as far as homes are concerned. Yep. That's what's left of Irma. As you can see, the big swirl. The heaviest rain's actually up toward Cleveland, and that's all going to head to the east. So back here on the beaches, especially for those of you that still have off, going to be a nice day out there, going to be some fun surf. But as we just noted, throughout the waterways, there is some debris. Some of the stuff on the Jack's Beach Pier, in fact, that's supposed to pop out when there's big waves, it's floating in the ocean. And I don't even want to mention the name. I'll just say that that next tropical cyclone is not a problem, at least not for the foreseeable future. Don't worry about it. We will begin to see moisture begin to increase a bit, Anthony. That is becoming more humid, so hopefully everybody's AC and fans are soon working.
We sure hope so. Thank you, Jim. Tonight's Mega Millions numbers. Here are the winning numbers: 37, 65, 26, 54, 41. The Mega Ball is 3. The Mega Plier is 4. That jackpot, $76 million. Good luck.